no surprise.
I mean, I reckon like Mega Man, Ali B. I know the White One from Game from there, and Huntress. But then I also know Sadomia came from OPMG, so who knows?
Yeah, I really haven't been tracking either of these teams. This is what we need to find out. What does HyperNova have to do to get the ball rolling on this third map?
Honestly, I think they should just go for full shield break. Put so much pressure on their, Orisa that win the shield break war and win that way. Otherwise,
yeah, I don't think they really have a chance.
I don't know what else they can do. They're getting outplayed in the DPS front, I think.
Well,
unless
maybe
they
they're
want
hoping they have better his game out of Sidomia because they're choosing Busan, a notorious Widow map.
I think they should play Goats. Easy fuck. Let's play.
Yeah, Goats. I think Aspire will have an easier time transitioning to Goats, though, off the Rein Zarya comp. You're playing a lot of the stuff the same way as you would in Goats.
Ghost is super good on control maps. Like,
oh yeah, to be able
I just love Goats. Rest in peace, Goats.
Did you have one of those sending away parties in the last comp season? Did a 6-stack, got Goats together one last time?
No, but I wish. Oh well, I've got all the Overwatch League videos I can watch of people playing Goats. Actually, I hate watching Goats, but I love playing it. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, I'm always the Brig player, and it's just so fun, because you don't have to do anything. You just throw a health pack on them,
yeah,
you shatter their Rein.
You just
you bash their Rein.
And then boot them out of position, and you hit everything, and you end up with like 100% kill persistation.
Oh yeah, it's so easy. That's why I play Brig.
Like before Ghosts became a thing, I played Rhyme, Diva, Zarya, Lucio, Zen, Moira, Brig. So when Ghosts came around, I was like, what? These are like my favorite heroes, all in one.
Yeah, they took all of the characters you can play, made it into a comp for you. Play whoever you want.
Pretty much. Yeah, it was good times.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Watching the Overwatch League, it was just so boring. There was no DPS play. Every play was exactly the same. It's just like fights won or lost on just tiny margins that you can't even notice. You can't even understand what wins or loses fights most of the time. Because there's such high level play in the game.
When the Goats play got developed, it was the little plays that won you. Like,
normally it's just like
things you did better.
Having like Defran on high ground as or
there were a couple different styles of Zarya you play with your team or go on the Defran flank. I think Sinatra was famous for flanking too, if not missing
yeah, Sinatra.
So let's see if they actually go Goats here. It'll be really interesting to see after Rollout coming out. A high level match with Goats involved.
The thing is, but they have a different Brigitte out now. I'm not sure you can play Goats anymore, really. And maybe you still can, but...
Nah, you would just have to play your Brig a little differently. You just like throw all 3 armor packs into your Rein, let him stack armor and go in. But we're not seeing Goats from either side. Instead, we're seeing Poking Panda on this Sombra. That could be huge for HyperNova.
Versus the white one on Sombra. This is
ooh, Sombra fight.
Very similar comp, you know. McCree and Reaper have a lot of similarities. It's just the original Hobbit.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing is Aspire swapped off their Rein Zarya in favor of a bunker comp, and now HyperNova are trying it.
Huntress switching to an Ana, I think that's a really, really good play.
Oh yeah, shutting down heals, and it also counters hogs so well. Plus being able to shut down a couple of, like that Reaper.
Oh, that is unlucky.
But Defili is so far up in their front line, not going to be able to get support. HyperNova get the first tick, but without a main tank, we might be looking at a repeat of our last game.
Spyro goes down.
Maybe not. Yeah, Tokyo, Toking Panda going off the hook, but Wraith's out of it. No big deal. See, the Reinzari is probably just going to want to pressure forward onto the squishy backline. That Ana is really the key dive point on free.
Big pick. They're all dead. They just need to, the Rein just needs to let the Orisa push in and then get in front of her shield. Needs to crew
Oh, now the Rein's hacked. That's huge.
big
No
anti-nade.
shield plus the purple. Huge anti-nade. Oh, but they weren't able to get it done. Oh, that's more picks coming in.
Anya gets one. Two.
It's all over but the crying for HyperNova here.
That was quite a big commitment.
Oh yeah,
They used 3.
yeah,
Although
they're
they
coming up on
used
Nano.
ultimates on the side of
HyperNova.
HyperNova. Yeah.
And especially having the whole hog Ana Nano would be really big.
But they've got the EMP Death Blossom coming up.
Well, it doesn't come off quite yet.
Shoot!
What? The hack didn't go through onto the Reaper and that secured the kill on the Ana. That's a lot of healing gone to the side of the Spire. Spire right here. HyperNova just taking it back. No one's actually contesting because they don't have enough healing. That Ana was a huge pick for the side of HyperNova. Control center ticking up. Aspire going back, trying to regroup as best they can. Huge sleep by the Ana, but no one's really there to finish off the kill. Switching over to the Junk. We've seen him be good on Junk, and he can counter the Rein shield that way. Ana with another sleep. This didn't work.
They've lost the main tank though. If they get point control hit,
you lose one main tank. Good news, you got a second one. Oh, and even you. Desperation B. 3v4 on point for the side of Aspire.
Still 3v4.
I guess you nano your Kree, give him some sustain, hope he gets a pick. But now the Orisa's back, that's a bit more point present. Oh, hack going off.
Rein coming out of nowhere.
Oh, huge tire, being able to pick off that main tank. Now Reaper flanking the Junk, Junk down, EMP coming in from the side of HyperNova. And that's pretty much it for Aspire. You had some good contests. That was all you had.
I don't know they were going to come back there after that tire, but...
Now I'm really interested to see if the Rein Zarya battle happens next fight. See who's really the king of it.
Actually, if we spent most of our Adawe Foundation grant on it, it was not inexpensive.
Looks like both teams are staying pretty much the same. The white one going onto the far, and we've seen him do work on that character. And we're getting a Moira in from the side of the Spire. That could also be greatly impactful. No Moira, they're running Greg Lucio. That'll be pretty low for him. Plus, no one to really pocket the Fara.
Sidomia here is really good carrying. Like, getting up in the Orisa's face. He's been doing such a good job.
Reaper does such a good job.
Comboing the hacks and getting up on people. saying so well.
Because there are two big tanks you've got to mess with. You've got a Orisa and a Hog, who both just feed ult charge and healing over to the Reaper.
Yeah. That's so easy to hit. So easy to get
Back
headshots
kill
on.
on the creep.
Yeah.
Feels bad, Mega Man.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It looks like quite an easy even fight. Oh, that's such an unlucky.
Oh! Until that happens, I'm trying to swap onto May, but this is pretty much a lost fight for the side of the Spire. Sidomia switching over to the Soldier? He should have stayed on the Reaper, he was doing so much work.
I think he was just trying to get back a little bit quicker.
Maybe.
He had his ult up as well. I don't think it was worth it.
Absolutely not, especially with how
It was on
convincingly
like
they won that fight.
60%.
But I mean, now he's on 50 for the Soldier ult. Ooh, Hog with a big hook, Wraith's out of it though. Ryan's getting in the front line, Shadow's falling. Oh, that wall was so impactful. Shut down the Moira ult. Free popped off.
Huge move for your suit. I don't think it was enough. They're gonna retain.
Man.
At
At least the Spire finally got a cap. 73%.
It is fairly even with almost coming online. However, they haven't got any answer for the grab.
No, they really don't. Like, what are you gonna do? Try and Moira ult into it? Not if you use it right here. Not able to get one pick though. They're popping a lot of ults investing into this fight, and they all get EMP.
Oh my god, EMP! That was such a waste.
You try and shut down the ult, but it's too late for choking Panda.
What they need to do is they just need to focus the Zaya
Oh,
off.
Sidomia left.
Early.
We're gonna need a pause here. Yep.
If they get one more fight where they focus Zaya before she can grab, then it's going to be an even fight going into the last one.
Yeah, and at this
So
point, you even consider going on to the Baptiste for immortality. You don't need an ult, and it lets you counter that grab. Ping here really been an issue this match. So the white one going on to the May. I guess they needed to switch something up, but he was doing work on Junk and Pharah. It's just an interesting swap. But with the ults on the side of HyperNova, when you have Beat, when you have Grav, I don't think that there's a whole lot that's going to happen. And off that fight, Token Panda is almost certainly going to get another EMP. They get Grav and you just start free firing into it.
They're restarting the game?
Here we go. Sidomia's back in it. And he's going on to the Reaper. Tactical leave just to swap. Classic. Now coming in on point. Oh, that's a big wall.
He's left again.
You get the freeze on it's bigger. We love
They
him.
they really need to take an aggressive fight here. Because Sidomia won't be here and they're going into a 5v6. And because of the 5v6, it is winnable. Just about.
Yeah, there's
It's probably the
two
only
real
way they're going
schools
to
of
win it.
thought. You can try and beat Grav and just win this fight outright. Make it a one fight. You'll probably be able to get like 10% out of that one. Or you try and back out and regroup with Sidomia, who's not even close to an ult after he rejoins.
I think they need to back out, regroup, and take one more fight. But if I was Aspire here, I would just go in hard as I can, balls to the wall, just try and capitalize and get staggers out. Because if they take a slightly long fight and get staggers, they can get this up to 85-90%, and they could win the game right here.
Yeah, it would have to be a pretty long fight. Plus, they'll be accruing ult charge that whole time. For the side of HyperNova, pretty much all of their big ults are up. They can stand to be up, but you can just farm ult charge on the side of Aspire.
Yeah, I was thinking that it's looking in the favor of HyperNova, but with these disconnects, I'm thinking it's looking pretty equal. Yeah, I think it all depends on how they capitalize off this fight here. They haven't exactly got a very aggressive comp, they've got a very defensive comp. So
yeah, being able to set up on point within a Orisa Hog is really going to help you, especially if you can manage to get the McCree on a flank and not get punished for it.
I hope the Y1 gets ult, uses it, and farms ult for everybody else. Because against a beat and coalescence and a grav, Blizzard isn't going to be enough to win a fight.
No, not really. But maybe you can just try and farm ults out of them. Honestly, if you throw the Blizzard here, there's a chance that Safety Foam throws the B just to keep his team alive, and
that's a good trade.
ult charge. Yeah. And we have looks like a sub Dragon Runner coming in for Sidomia. Yep, dragging him for Supernova. We'll see what we can make happen. Or even if he can rejoin a match in progress.
Are you allowed to do that? I'm not sure on the rules, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't know if he can join during this match. If he can't, it's pretty much a forfeit for the side of, I almost said Sidomia, how hard he's been carrying for the side of HyperNova.
Honestly, he's been playing so well. It's a big loss if it's not to return the game.
They tried Sidomia on a couple different heroes. They had him on Soldier, and he just wasn't as effective as he is. He is carrying with this Reaper. They keep him in on Reaper. It's looking like a pretty easy flat.
I mean, I understand why Huntress is on break. It's because Sidomia is popping up as Reaper. Making Huntress play break, a hero who is sub-meta and who I know someone who Huntress hasn't played a whole lot of. I don't think so anyway, but it's pretty big.
Oh yeah, and you can tell they swapped for a couple of different counters. They have the Brig to stun, Mega Man to stun, Aspiring to hook him. If he tries to get an ult out, it's gonna be punished one way or another.
Yeah, make him freeze and aggressive
I
fortify,
forgot about the main
Hurricane, Fate. That's big, really, really big. However, they do have a May wall to block off this grab, which could be great.
Yeah, it'll at least cut the damage in half or waste time where they go around the wall. Which is hopefully enough time for your Moira to fade out and throw in a healing orb, try and keep your team healthy here. And here we go. Dragon Runner is now in. It looks like HyperNova are still gonna take this fight.
Oh my god, that's a huge bullet.
Luckily, there wasn't much to lose in a 5v6. Throwing the blizzard this late into a fight.
They get the Lucio and the Zarya.
Yeah, and I guess staggering Zarya will be huge. Plus, they beat the Moira ult
They've
out.
staggered this out. Ah, Ali jumps off.
Oh, not Oh, Ali jumping off the side of the map with a bad fade. Oh, unfortunate. The side of the spire.
They're going to be staggered in coming into this last fight. They're going to even do 2 different angles.
This is last fight. But that beat is
going to be even as hell.
Yeah, this will be a really close fight. Just looking for that grab. High Noon comes out. Gets 2. That is a 1 fight for Aspire on a map that they honestly didn't have any reason in winning early on in the fight. Early this map, it looked like it was definitely the HyperNova show, and Aspire showing that they're here to play.
I feel so bad for HyperNova here. Like, they've been dominating. This really should have been one.
Especially after such a dominant first map.
Ready for battle.
There is no easier way to kill your momentum than swapping out a player because of a DC after a long pause.
Especially the player that was playing so well.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe we can see. Oh, Dragon's a main tank. They're putting Defilia on Ashe. There are a lot of swaps happening here. I can't even imagine the deficit you go into with a fight, having your DPS be a main tank player. We're seeing white one on the spar again, knowing that the DPS is weaker on the side of HyperNova. Maybe cheesing it.
I don't know, dude. I'm a main tank player and I can DPS.
But can you DPS as well as someone who plays DPS for a league? You know, it's just the level of play I'm concerned about.
I flex everything, so.
Nothing wrong with a little something.
Who knows? Maybe this Dragon Runner is like a full-on flex, plays everything. No, he does play Barret and May. He's had a lot of time on this game. 450 hours on Ryan, 300 hours on Barret, 300 hours on May.
Wow. Okay, yeah, maybe he's gonna be a better DPS than I had anticipated.
3,000.
Steel goes out. Oh my gosh. If Aspire actually flipped this fight, they wasted the Moira ult early and wasted a lot of time, but HyperNova got 35% on that first fight. You just can't have that happening. Playing pretty split on the side of Aspire. They have their Hog and Moira playing together. Far with effectively no heals. Maybe Brig can throw her some hacks, but not what you're looking for. Okay, Supercharger goes down. Ashe gets a kill on the Pharah, but it's...
Second round just on Tinder is shield on about 250 HP. It doesn't leave you much HP to get towards the Orisa shield. I think that was a mistake there. He should have stayed behind cover and recharged his shield and then pushed. I think the extra 5 seconds would have been worth it.
Yeah, that one missed play led to capture percentage now going over to the side of Aspire.
However, we do see the more ults coming online for HyperNova here. So, first pick to Aspire.
Okay, Hog going on the flank with the Kree. Really kind of
Mega Man
caught
has
out
a really impressive DPS player.
Oh yeah. Full Hog goes out, gets 1 kill on a main tank. That's huge.
Huge build there by
Oh yeah, staggers are coming through. Risa going low.
They get another pick here, Ali. To be all it. They've got one more fight here. All the outs coming online. This has got to be a one fight.
Yeah, and with EMP it's almost guaranteed. EMP bomb, EMP grab, any of these ults comboed with EMP.
But they've got to be smart about the EMP, I think.
Yep, here we go. All the ults.
That was a good beat.
Oh, popping the high noon there is honestly just a misplay. There's no way you were gonna bring that back.
But he did get the shatter out for it, which was probably worth it, I think.
He got the what?
He got the shatter out. He shattered at the high noon. So,
Oh, wow, that is huge to be able to bleed another ult. That's honestly a misplay from Dragon. Because again, a high noon there isn't gonna do much. Sombra in the
could have
back
just
line?
killed him, or whoever it killed could have just reset.
Yeah. Oh, huge hack onto the Pharah by the Sombra. But White one able to make it out. Again, no kills for him. Briggs solo going on to point. There we go, now it's...
And they've only got one fight here.
Yeah, it's pretty much one fight for both.
Mega Man is popping off.
Special attack.
Ah, Mega Man.
Mega Man
being
is
so
sleeping.
attacked.
Mega Man is full carrying this game. Four in his last fight. And
4K
Mega
and
Man's
these
just
clutch
won.
plays are coming through.
On the map. They're going up 3-0. It's going to be so hard to reverse because they've got to reverse
yeah.
4 whole maps. This is...
3-0 and on best of 4. This is looking like Aspire's game to win here.
It just looks like too much of sex against HyperNova. They should
Turn the
just
mic up, I
try
can't
and
hear
finish
you
the
very
game as best they can. Would be my opinion.
Just doing
Oh
my
yeah,
part.
that's meta right now.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Definitely a Shanghai Dragon call.
Absolutely,
I've seen them
bit
do
of
it. I've
Chengdu
only seen them in practice, so
100T.
they're gonna pull it out in the finals when they make it.
It's... Are you talking about the
What if they
dragons?
make it? Oh yeah, the dragons.
It's roll locked, my guy.
No. Just watch. They're gonna hack
Okay.
it. They're gonna hack into the system, dude.
Oh yeah, they got Sombra
just
working on their
ideas.
side, hack into the mainframe,
Zach.
beat off the other team, run goats. Easy
That's what happened to Dallas Fuel, dude.
Oh yeah.
DLC.
You think the winning charge decided to DDoS the fuel on the last map with 20 seconds remaining? The charge.
Yeah. You just got to show dominance.
And speaking of dominance, this has been a pretty dominant performance from Aspire. They haven't dropped a single map. They dropped 1 point, and it was looking good for HyperNova, but they weren't able to get the momentum going again. Aspire looking like the clear favorites.
Oh my god, dude. I've got so many team names and team roles to put in the scrim server. Oh, yeah. This is gonna take so long. When's the last one I did? June 18th. Okay. I've got about 100. No, I've got about 50 teams. Roll for teams I've got to make.
Oh, wow. That's
And then
a
I've got to
lot.
add them to the list of the right SR. That's gonna take me a few hours. I'm like 2 months behind doing it though, so I kind of owe them to do it. They've probably been waiting that long.
Hard work, but it needs doing. Or at least intensive work.
Nobody
Waiting
even
on them.
cares. Oh well, I'm just gonna do it.
I appreciate roles in Discord servers. The more detailed
Yeah.
roles you have, the more I like it. And now we're waiting on HyperNova for the potentially the final map pick. They could bring it back with the reverse sweep, but it'll be quite something.
Who the hell is this? Ocean Eyes. How come you speak in here? What? No, that's bad.
So they decided to switch out Huntress Lullaby for Chaotic Ghoul? That's interesting because Huntress was playing really well that map. I didn't see any problem.
Yeah, I would have just kept them in. Maybe just trying to rotate, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe they have specific comps. Maybe they're switching to a different comp over to their Ryan Zarya or maybe a dive or something. You never know. And the next map pick is gonna be Dorado. Potentially a good Pharah map. Aspire's been doing pretty well on Pharah. Toki Panda really kind of being a Sombra one trick this series. All I remember them playing.
Yeah, I've been playing pretty well. I've been really synergizing with Sidomia with the hacks and just with the Reaper destroying them.
They played well for one map. Like, they didn't do anything on the first map or the second map. And to be honest, the hacks are good, but the EMPs have been just not impactful. It's been in one team fights. He's very slow to get it, and even slower to get any picks. That's the thing is, Sombra can do good DPS. If you go out of invis and just headshot a squishy, you can get a kill.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can get a pick. 100%.
But Toking hasn't been doing that and has gotten a couple money hacks, but really fallen short. I hope he switches off the Sombra in favor. Probably something for a Pharah counter, because I'm just seeing that happening out of Aspire, especially if they kept the white one in.
And I feel bad, like, it's often not the Sombra that's the problem with the EMP, it's just the team and the communication around it following up on the EMP is normally the issue.
Yeah, but it's not like she's going in and EMPing too early, it's often too late. And we have another DC.
I think Hunt's just leaving, not playing anymore.
Oh, okay.
He probably assumes they're gonna win, I guess.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly blame it. That's...
Chaotic Ghoul has played pretty well when he was in. He was in first map, so... What are they playing? Are they playing a Sombra?
Maybe.
Aspiring Key?
I'm really interested in what these teams are going to be rolling out on now.
There is it'll change. Oh, I'm playing it.
There we go.
Playing a Symmetric.
Yeah, Sim Genji. I guess Sim is good. Well,
Oh, they
not
don't play
really...
Rock. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've been favoring
the...
the...
Right.
Oh.
I mean, I guess that
Interesting.
there's a lot of self-heal in this team. The Hog and the Reaper self-heal.
Warrior can't get heals out to the Genji quickly, so the Genji will have to be playing with the team. There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But again, I'm kind of questioning the value of a Lucio here with the Orisa. Like, your comp doesn't want to fight in their face.
Just get a bit of banana or then you're gonna see.
Oh yeah. And again, BAP for that immortality field could be huge. Reaper going on a bit of a flank here. Let's see what he does with that. Kind of farming ult charge. HyperNova have to drop down to contest this point, otherwise they'll get through one of the hardest chokes to break for free. Junkrat pigs. The Reapers have been huge this map. It's really no wonder that they're meta.
No, I want to really have to play him in.
Oh yeah, he's been doing great on projectile, and now to see him switch over to the Reaper and still be putting in work really just shows that he's a flexible character.
Is this she?
Yeah, gonna look like pretty much a roll for the side of Aspire here. They have the
I see you assuming genders.
I'm trying my hardest. I don't know any of these players.
I just assume it's a he. Come on, like...
I just say he or
Most
she, depending on the character they play.
Most people are.
There we go. Ah. Hog going super low but getting all charged and healing back. D.Va trying to contest it, but might not be able to, especially against the Reaper. That's huge. What I'm really liking is the White One and Mega Man's synergy on this Reaper Genji comp. They're diving together. Wherever the Reaper goes, the Genji follows right behind it, and they're getting picks.
That's a good shield.
Flank. Gets killed though. Again, these Hogs have been playing super aggressive. You equip me in a tiny and be more of a team player. Ooh, huge Dragon Blade though. Pouring ult into this fight, even though it was clearly a one fight.
They need to do that. It's already a one fight. They used 3 ults for that fight. They can come back here and stabilize pretty easily, I think.
Especially with that EMP on the side of Aspire. They knew they didn't need those.
Pretty much. If they use EMP and Bongos here, they should win the fight.
But an early pick on the Mei. There you go. Sombra in position. Is she gonna pop it? No, just going for the hack instead.
She really shouldn't. It's not slide already. This is the most dominant role we've seen yet.
Oh my gosh. Yes, this is going awful. To pick the Ana early because of bad spawn. D.Va gone now.
They just keep staggering in. They just need to fully regroup.
Yeah, at this point you've got to be thinking it's the mind state of HyperNova. After going 3-0, you start to wear down and you're just... They're bottom right now. Pick onto the Orisa early.
Maybe they'll pack cap on a 4 minutes.
That would be something. Barrier. Oh, barrier hack to get the kill on the Orisa. That was good team play there. HyperNova might be making a stand here. Well. Oh, Blizzard to counter Blade doesn't quite get the job done. Ana has a chance to counter. Man, this is just turning into a death match. I've never seen such a chaotic fight. Is that a hook onto an invis Sombra from the Hog? It's impressive. Okay, doing a whole hook a little bit backwards here for the side of Aspire.
Let's see you get past this.
Okay, while trying to stop it, comes damage.
You see the issue there is that she put the supercharger inside of the pillars. If they put it around the corner slightly, it would have been protected.
Yeah, because this Moira has consistently, every time they've thrown down bongos, their Moira, who's actually their DPS, I just realized, their Moira will just pop ult and use it to kill bongos.
It's just one move, do that in about 2 seconds, so you get a lot more value out of it. It's just, yeah, it's rough for HyperNova.
That's a roll. There's not much more to say there.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
Well, we've had one good map. The Busan map was good. It was even and it was a good contest.
What are your predictions? What does HyperNova have to roll out on to be able to make a quicker push than Aspire did?
Maybe having like 12 people.
Even then, that's just more ult charge for the side of Aspire, and they are on fire right now.
Maybe like subbing in the Titans.
Yeah, just throw the whole Titans roster on there.
Nah, they probably still wouldn't win. Aspire would probably win anyway.
Yeah, Aspire with a 3-map lead. And now going on to that bar I was predicting. And they're gonna get
I'll tell you what I'd love to see. I'd love to see an Overwatch League side play with controllers. That'd be so funny.
Oh, I would love that. They should definitely do CGL versus Overwatch League. and have the Overwatch League play on controller, oh, I would love that. Because you can play more aggressively on console. It's harder for Widow to hit shots, so like as an Ana, I can stand in open ground and not be punished. Like you do a bit of dodging and that Widow's missing your shots.
Stop the payload.
Into the match now. We're not really seeing a Widow, but we do have a Ryan Zarya on the side of his fire, trying to get an early hold on.
Maybe I'm being a bit pessimistic here, but I just can't see it being anything.
I mean, they can. There's always a chance, and that's the great thing about Overwatch. You can be down. You can push this whole thing in Overwatch. We've all seen it. Or in overtime, sorry. We've all seen it happen where, like, you're in that conflict, and there's no way you can win, and then you get the Overwatch.
Just look how aggressive the Aspiring is here. He's just DMing. Pushing up to the spawn.
Oh, and then getting a Fire Strike kill in spawn versus a Moira. This is ridiculous.
What I love doing is like playing goats and just sitting in the middle room here and waiting for the payload to come past and just coming up behind you.
That would be great. Aspire's definitely looking for different ways to BM him at this point. HyperNova's gone Diva to try and counter the Pharah, but frankly with the Mercy attached to her, I'm not sure that'll be enough. Moira contesting the point. Ryan
I think it's fair enough. When you've won the game or just winning the game this dominantly, oh, what a huge shatter!
Shatter in their spawn. This is just a I did not see this match being as one-sided as it would turn out to be. Impactful ult, it was to zone him out of spawn, stagger him out a little bit.
Just what can you do if you're HyperNova here?
And think about how bad it feels to be HyperNova. You see them wasting ults, playing way too.
What I do here is I would just do Widow and headshot them with my one.
Just roll out on goats. Give you a chance. Switch something up. Try Ryan Zarya yourself. This Orisa comp they've been trying to make work. It hasn't. And they ran Ryan Zarya on the second map, Busan, or the third map. And they actually got a map with it.
It looked like their best comp.
Yeah.
They just don't look comfortable in this Orisa hot comp.
And again, this is the thing. Teams want to play meta. You see this a lot, especially in lower league teams, where they want to play the meta, not who they're good with, and it ends up biting them. Ryan Zarya is
really,
meta.
they're just not playing. They're not playing it correctly. Look at that barrier. They need to take distance away from the Ryan. The Ryan needs to be pushing onto the Orisa.
Yeah, you want to hold on the backside of point. Maybe even use the point for cover. You were trying to dive
holding back as far back as you can.
Just the individual plays that are really throwing this in favor of Spire. Okay.
Oh.
Bit of a zoning ultimate there, but cut short.
They should just go full shield break. A Mercy, a Hog, a Junkrat.
30 seconds.
This is
Maybe even a Widow. And pull out Widow here, get a headshot on the white one, and then push. And change to just like shield break and push.
That's the thing. They don't have any way to deal with that part right now. They have the Diva, but with the Mercy attached, that's not going to do anything. It's going to be hard to hit a shot on A. Like, HyperNova just need to get focused up and make the right switch. It's looking pretty dismal though.
They like the EMP bombed and it just didn't work well.
Now the grab, Pharah ult.
That's a ult.
What a series.
Victory.
You know, HyperNova, just take away from this, play what you're good at, not what's meta. I think that'll help you improve a lot.
Play of victory.
Aspire did some really good plays. Well, be more aggressive unless you're playing a defensive comp. Like, they were playing the Orisa like she's a Ryan. It's just not going to work out for you. It's the Fire Strike.
Wow.
Anything else you need to add on?
Or do you think the better team won?
Clearly, you know, there was one map that HyperNova really had a shot there, but beyond that, it was just dismal. I think the Sombra wasn't working out as well as you wanted it to, honestly.
The EMP combos just weren't stacking up. They weren't getting value out of them. They would
Yeah,
have been
and
better
whether
if
that's
DPS.
whether that's Toking Panda on the Sombra playing poorly or the team not following up, either way, it's not working out. Don't keep it for 3-4 maps in a row when it's not getting you the win. Or just play counters. Well,
Pretty much it.
it's been a fun one. This is Triton.